acoustic lesson for the song Christ Be Magnified by Cody Carnes, Cory Asbury. Before we get into the key, the capo, I think we got to take a minute to acknowledge the Fu Manchu. Cory Asbury's rocking, man. Good for you, man. That is solid. So let's get into it. They do it in capo too. The G shapes, easy G shapes. They do it in capo too, but they also, I've seen them do it in putting the capo on the first fret as well. So, you know what? We're taking it all the way off. We're going to be playing these G shapes either way. So if you got a nice voice like those guys and you can get it up to capo 1 or capo 2 and play in the key of A or A flat with that capo on the first fret, go for it. I'm just going to take it off and I'm going to show you the chords and the lyrics and where everything goes. So I'll put the link up top to a video if you need help on some of these chords. Yeah, pretty easy song, a beautiful song. There's not a lot going on. The intro is just it's just G to the C9, back to the G to the C. So sometimes I think you can if you're just doing it acoustic, you could make the chords and the sound a little bit more, I feel like maybe airy is the right term, and just take your ring finger off of that B string on the 3rd fret and just kind of give it a more maybe robust, that might be the right word, robust sound, full sound. Yeah, so you can do that if you want to, or if you just want to play regular, the regular shapes. Anywho, so verses go G, C, G, C, G over B, which is just your G chord. Pop the middle finger off. Make sure you mute the top string, the chunky E string with your thumb. That's your G over B. Then it goes to a D, or it goes to a D sus, and then just to a regular 3-finger D. The country D, as I like to call it. And you can do that D, or if you wanted to slide up and do the D sus to the regular D. So it's basically like you're taking your F shape, sort of. Yeah, it's basically like if you're taking your F2. If you were playing the key of C, F2, slide it up 2 frets to the, well, I guess that would be G. But anyways, yeah, you can do that, slide up D, D sus if you want to, or just do the regular D sus to the 3-finger D. So it goes like this. Intro. Do 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 do. Do do. Here we go. Got it. We're all creation, suddenly articulate, with 1,000 tongues to lift one cry. So that's just G, C, G, C. So we're creation, suddenly articulate. So just start with down strums if you need help on knowing when to change. With 1,000 tongues to lift one cry. So here it goes to the G over B. Then from north to south and east, C9 to west, we'd hear Christ, D sus, be mag. So 3-finger D on the magnify. So I'll walk you through that just one more time. So it starts on the G. We're creation, suddenly articulate, with 1,000 tongues to lift one cry. G over B coming up, Then from north to south and east to west, we'd hear Christ be magnified. Back to the G. And you can do, I think there's just a, in between the verses, it might be just a G back to the C between verse 1 and verse 2. And then it goes to, verse 2, same thing as the first verse. So let's say we're coming out of the last part of the second verse. So from rivers to the mountain tops, we'd hear Christ be magnified. And that you hit the chorus, the O on the G. So just coming out of the verses, you hang on to that G, and then you just kind of throw on a G. It's like you're making a D shape, doing a G2. So we'd hear Christ be magnified, do 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 do, something like that. And oh, that's where it goes to the chorus. It's gonna get a little bit squirrely here. So chorus, the first time through, you just do it G, C, E minor. So, oh, Christ be magnified, let his praise arise, Christ be magnified in me. Oh, Christ be magnified from the altar of my life, Christ be magnified in me. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And then that goes into verse 3. So walk you through that chorus, just the chords. So, oh, Christ be magnified. See? Let his praise arise, E minor. Christ be magnified, see in me. Singing, oh, Christ be magnified, see. From the altar of my life, Christ be magnified in me. That goes into just that little, interlude, G to the C. So one quick thing, the chorus is really simple. You can do it that way. If you wanted to, I think the second time around in the chorus, it adds a little bit of a passing chord, this D chord. So it'll sound like this. Oh, Christ be magnified, let his praise arise, Christ be magnified in me. Oh, Christ be magnified on the altar of my life, Christ be magnified in me. So you're basically just throwing that quick D chord in. Oh, Christ be magnified, let his praise arise, Christ be magnified in me. Oh, Christ be magnified from the altar of my life, Christ be magnified in me. So you can do that if you want to. Won't hurt anything if you do it, won't hurt anything if you don't do it. So last part, we get to the bridge, And so this is a simple chord progression. C, D, E minor, G over B. And you just do this literally like the entire bridge. So, I won't bow to idols. Starts on the C. I'll stand strong, D, and worship you. And if it puts me in the fire, E minor, I'll rejoice 'cause you're there too. That's your G over B. And I won't be formed by feelings. I'll hold fast to what is true. If the cross brings transformation, then I'll be crucified with you. So then it starts building a little bit, and just one tiny thing you can do is just kind of this nice walk-up chord progression. It's the same chords, just different voicings. So it's, I won't bow to idols, I'll stand strong. That's your D. And if it puts me through the E minor, I'll rejoice and I won't be formed by feelings. I'll hold fast to what is true. If the cross brings transformation, then I'll be crucified with you. Just, it kind of gives it a nice little feel. If you're just doing the acoustic and you wanted to just slide those shapes up a little bit. If you need help or if you have questions on those shapes, they're actually really easy. And it kind of makes it look like you know what you're doing when you're sliding around like that. And it just kind of gives it a different sound. So if you need help on that, definitely just shoot a comment or let me know. And yeah, and then it goes back to the chorus a couple times. So anywho, that is how you play the song Christ Be Magnified. Again, the original is in either A or A flat with a capo on the 2nd fret or the 1st fret. But you do whatever you want to do. Float it around, play around with it to see what sounds good and what feels good for the folks. And I hope it helps. Worship to this song. What an amazing song. I hope it helps your playing. If you have any questions, leave a comment. And like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you have any requests or any songs you want to learn, definitely leave them below. And yeah, I think finally, Christ be magnified. Amen. I'll catch y'all later.